The cascade of information that is, or the cascade of events which are coming out of Ukraine is mind-boggling at the moment. Ukraine has now apparently fired the Storm Shadow, the British-made Storm Shadow missiles into Russian territory. And at the same time, there's reports questioning the mysterious absence of Vladimir Putin from any public view. And when he does make a public appearance, he's locked into reading from a script. The situation is both escalating and enigmatic. So looking first at the Storm Shadow, this is a Rubicon moment. Storm Shadow, known for their precision, their long-range capabilities. They've been used by Ukraine to strike Marino in Russia's Kursk region, and this marks a pivotal moment. Until recently, Ukraine was barred from using any Western missiles to target inside Russian territory, and this changed after Joe Biden greenlit the US-made ATACMS missiles, opening the door for similar applications of the UK's Storm Shadow, which has a shorter range. Neither the ATACMS nor the Storm Shadow are long-range missiles, whatever you're hearing in the media. Russia views both of these missile permissions by Britain and by the US as a reason for Russia to lower its nuclear retaliation doctrine, and regards this as Western NATO involvement in the special military operation in the war, striking Russian soil. In the Kremlin's eyes, therefore, Britain has now transitioned from ally to belligerent, and this rhetorical shift may have tangible consequences, raising fears of retaliation. While the missile strikes stir unease, the air raid sirens in Kyiv today at lunchtime provide a stark contrast to the city's outward composure. I was looking at footage of the city this morning with the dogs frolicking in the park, a beautiful day, and the air raid warnings and the sound of the jets flying in defense around Kyiv, and the fears and the rumors, and the Western support versus the Russian aggression. All of that is sort of spinning around with the question of where is Vladimir Putin? The Kremlin announcements about Putin's meetings are increasingly delayed and riddled with inconsistencies, with some reports possibly fabricated to maintain the illusion that he is still functioning. The speculation that the doppelgangers have taken over completely, that the last confirmed sighting of Putin was actually November the 7th, and since then only pre-recorded videos or curated reports have surfaced. Is he ill? Is he incapacitated? Or worse? And the Kremlin's tight-lipped approach fuels conspiracy theories, with even his spokesperson Dmitry Peskov seemingly out of the loop. If Putin is indeed unwell or out of the picture, the power vacuum could lead to heightened volatility both within Russia and in its military operations abroad, with the cadre surrounding the Kremlin working on what would Putin do? What would the master do at this stage? The Kremlin's updated nuclear doctrine reflects a lowered threshold for deploying these weapons. Whether this is posturing or a genuine shift, it heightens risks for the Ukraine and for its Western allies. And NATO and the broader global community needs to navigate a precarious balancing act, providing Ukraine with the tools it needs while avoiding steps that could provoke further catastrophic escalation. The uncertainty and the peril is dramatic. The Storm Shadow strikes represent a significant shift, and the war's dynamics are evolving rapidly, underscored by unprecedented military actions and political opacity in Russia. In these moments, the international community needs to be vigilant and measured to prevent a dangerous spiral into thoroughly uncharted territory.